Are we live, Mary?
Yes, we are. We are, Rachel.
It's a whole new world, this, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, thanks a million for this morning. The reason I asked if we could do these sessions, because we've decided to do 4 sessions, and today's session is about career change. And thank you, because I'm getting a lot of questions, from people who are struggling in regards to what moves to take, where they are right now and what to do. And I was thinking, like, the best person you need to speak to is Mary, because I came to you 4 years ago in a similar situation, as in, now obviously different to now, people are forced in situations. However, I was full of fear, dread, and I came to you. So I thought, let's introduce Mary to the world.
Thank you, Rachel.
So if you want to just introduce yourself and let people know what you do and how you do it, that would be great.
Okay, well, very briefly, my background would have been the ESB, which I really enjoyed. And I did that for 9 years, where I won a business idea to open my own restaurant. Now, it was a great opportunity, and the challenge was there to make it a success. However, I loved the people, didn't really love the work, really hated the work. So I decided life was too short, and I went on a journey of finding what I love to do, the career I'd love to do. And it was a painful journey, it wasn't easy. But thank God Nick Williams was coming to Ireland running courses at the time on Born to Do the Work You Love. And I chatted to him, and I read every book I could ever have on career change. With that in mind, I then spent a lot of time finding out what I'd love to do, and went down the path of communication and training, and then went to England, did NLP, met coaches, and that's when I realized this is what I absolutely love. So I went into the world of coaching, qualifying people to be coaches, and specialising on a one-to-one in career change, and I'm doing that now for 20 years. Very passionate about what I do.
You sure are. Anyway, so obviously things are different now. So for when I came to you 4 years ago,
Yes.
there was opportunities. Things were booming. It's completely different now. So for someone who's in a situation where we are right now, what advice would you have for them?
Well, when we say advice, the first thing I say to them would be go to a coach. Now, I know some people are going to say that's not realistic at the moment. However, I absolutely know that a lot of people now are either going to be going back to what they've done that they don't love, and they will be making that decision because of their value, what's important to them, and that's really okay, of course. But there'll be other people being given redundancy and will have the freedom and choice. Is it what I want to do? And that's where I would come in saying, listen, have you ever explored what you actually would love to do? If you won the lotto, would you do it the next day? Would you continue doing it the rest of your life, which I would do? So I would work on the process that I've designed and find the career you love from within. And it is a process. We start off with the disc and getting to know your profile. And then from there, we look at what work and we explore. It's a whole process, Rachel, of 4 to 6 weeks, as you know. And in that process, it does take into account where you are right now, what you're doing. And at the moment, I would still do the helicopter view of your entire life at the first session, because at the moment, people are coming about career change, and at the same time, there's a lot going on for them personally in the personal growth area and relationship area. So there'll be a lot to be covered at the moment, more so in those areas than just career change.
Yeah, because like you mentioned the process, and I remember, I don't know if it's still the same, but when I went to see you for the first time, I had to do a temperament test. So I got an email. It took 11 minutes to do the temperament test. Yeah. Then when I came to see you, you had the results and you went through everything. And the one thing that really, struck out for me was my temperament had changed, because I was in a position where, look, the company was great, but it was just, I was ready to move on. Yeah. And I remember you saying to me, you're a really, you're a people person. And I was like, yeah, I am. But it wasn't until that first session, I was like, I really am. And that's what I was really missing. That was my values that were compromised. So, I mean, what's the importance of understanding your temperament right now compared to where it was even a couple of months ago?
I think it's important for anybody to understand their temperament at any stage, because it affects everything. It affects your life, and it affects your relationships, and it also has and shows up what you're naturally good at, what you work like in your adaptive style, but it also shows up how you communicate and how what people you tolerate and what people drives you mad and presses your buzzers. So a lot in that profile that gets you to know yourself more. And what coaching is all about is getting to know you where you're at right now in the present moment. So everything I do is, as you would know, is in the present moment. And I very much work with the doubts, the fears, the limiting beliefs, because believe me, if they're not trashed out and got rid of, you're going to go backwards rather than forwards. And the fear today is big, and the fear of the unknown is big for everyone. And the only way you can deal with that is you either choose not to be a prisoner of the what's if for the future that will frighten you into anxiety, and choose to be in the present moment and only focus on what you can do something about. And I think that's where coaching comes in very powerfully, because we make you accountable. You come and you invest money and time, but you are given work to do, and you are given a plan at the end. There will be consolidated goals that you will definitely want to do and achieve.
Yeah, because I mean, you said accountable, which was, you know, because we are great, we can be good with ourselves, but you know, it's nice to have a second pair of eyes, because we can become blindsided. I was completely blindsided. I had adjusted myself to somebody else's values, and you know, over time, I completely compromised them. And I didn't realize that until I came to see you. And that stuck to me. Even to this day, I still look over my temperament test. I still have it. I carry it with me. I look back to remind me, yeah, there's a reason. Like even now, you know, in this current environment, I miss the people interaction. I miss humans, you know, and I'm like, you know, so how do I get around that? And if people knew today, working with you and had that information, oh my God, it'd be life-changing. You know?
Well, I certainly think it's very, very important as a coach and any coach to make sure that we work with people to bring out the best in them and for them to work their potential best. In order to do that, sometimes a coach needs to challenge the person they're working with, challenge them, because people are coming to you for a conversation, a bit of fun. They're coming to be challenged, and for us to believe in them and hold the, you know, their dream in in our hands for them, but at the same time be very realistic at the moment.
Yeah, like you're right, it's realistic. But I mean, if someone was to come to you, just say, you know, someone's watching this and they're like, you know, I really need this. I really need someone to help me make the next steps. What's the benefit of coming to you? Like, why you? Like, I know why, but like, I can tell everyone why. But why you?
I think it's because I love what I do, and I think my reputation goes before me in that I really, really specialize in clarity. So I do guarantee people to get clarity about what they want to do in their career. Whether they do it straight away depends on their situation at the moment, the ecological situation. And as we stand at the moment, I'm sure there are going to be people that will find with me what they'd love to do, but they're going to accept something that pays the bills at the moment. And what's really is it's about at the moment dealing with people and meeting them where they're at, and like and moving like and looking at reality versus perfect. So in a perfect world with perfect opportunities, I'd be doing this, but in reality at the moment I'm choosing this path because it pays the bills, it looks after what I need, and in the meantime I know what I love to do, so I'll do a little bit by little in that area, in that field. So I'm very aware at the moment people won't have the same spending power. They won't be confident to find what they love to do as they would have done with me in January and February, when it was really, really a brilliant time. I was working with lots of people that changed career and are now doing what they love to do. However, at the moment, the climate is different. So again, why would they come to me? Because I've walked the path, I've gone the journey, I've had the pain, I've done everything that they have done. Or that they're going through. I have dealt with the unknown. I've dealt with when I was guaranteed not what I love to do because I knew I loved what I did. And once you get that clarity about what it is you want to do, there's no stopping you, because the how, people get afraid of the how. The how is just a strategy. That's all it is.
And if somebody was watching today, how would they get in contact with you?
Mary Kern, www.marykern.ie is my website, or on Facebook, my business page is Centre for Professional and Personal Development, or my mobile is 086 232 8143.
Perfect. Before we finish up, Mary, I mentioned in the beginning we're doing 4 of these. Yeah. So what's next week's discussion?
Okay, so the next week's inspirational conversation is around working and finding how to communicate with the different temperaments while you're working. So
yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that one, because oh my God, it's it's a life changer. It's a game changer when you understand your temperament.
It is,
You know.
but it has a huge effect on your relationships. It's fantastic. It gets you to
Oh, yeah.
why somebody is annoying you so much. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you understand that you are inclined to just react, whereas you learn to respond and realize why.
Yeah, you saved my marriage, Mary. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Better go. I'm signing off. Thanks a million.
Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.